You're welcome back. Many thanks for staying with us. Now, the shutdown of the Nungwa water desalination plant has begun to bite. And of course, water is not running through some of the taps in Nungwa and its neighboring environs. Kweku Menu has been there to speak to the plant managers and as well as some residents. Let's go live to Nungwa now and speak to Ernest. Ernest, what can you report? Ernest, if you can hear me, what can you report?
So, as you can see, I'm coming to you live from a facility opposite the main. Yeah, Gifty, I can hear you, and I'm coming to you live from a facility opposite the main desalination plant, and that is because officials of the desalination plant did not give us access to the facility. They say they have directive from above not to allow the media into the facility. However, we have some information that we can share with our viewers. You know that this facility was commissioned somewhere in 2015. The plan was to generate some 13 million gallons of water for residents of Teshie and Nungwa. It was a move by the government to solve the perennial water shortage in these communities. And so because I live here, Gifty, I can say that it did somewhat address the problem. However, for the past few months, there have been challenges. The Ghana Water Company did come out to say that they are rationing water to these areas. And I'm talking about Nungwa, Teshie, Sakumono, Lashibi, and those surrounding communities, because they do have a problem with this plant that is supposed to be generating water for the Teshie and Nungwa, township. This is because they say that there's a problem mainly with the contract, and that is at the heart of this problem we are facing. Yesterday, the Ghana Water Company issued a statement signed by Stanley Martin saying that they had shut down the plant. Now, I spoke to some of the workers here, and they told me that they have been operating. I cannot verify that because they did not allow me access to the facility, but they say they have been operating. Now, however, residents are not getting water. Water is not running through their taps, and the Ghana Water Company is telling us that they have shut down the company, the plant, because they are incurring some losses. Now, why should the Ghana Water Company be incurring losses? This is it. At the end of every month, they are supposed to pay as operational cost 8 million Ghana cedis to Abengwa, which is the private company that is running this facility. And at the end of every month, the Ghana Water Company realizes an amount of 2 million. Now, it means that they have to cough up an additional 6 million Ghana cedis to add up to the 2 million by way of revenue to pay to the financiers of this project. And this is a build, operate, and transfer facility here at Nungwa. The private owners are supposed to operate this for 25 years and then hand it over to the Ghana Water Company. We did hear the Sector Minister Kofi Adda did say that the facility is now a white elephant and is just incurring losses for the Ghana Water Company. They have called for an abrogation of the contract, obviously because of the losses they say they are running, but also the Public Utilities Workers Union are asking government to probe the contract and also public officials behind the contract, because they think that a system was created to, as it were, create loot and share, and that the contract was not negotiated in the best interest of the country. We spoke to residents, and they say that this is affecting them adversely. Some of them have to wake up at dawn when the tap is running, because they have it running just twice in a week, just to fill their barrels and store some for the rest of the days of the week. We have school children waking up, traveling miles to get water, just so they can prepare and go to school. So it is affecting them economically, because what they are buying away from their homes is also very expensive, and students are not going to school in time so they can have classes. Market women are not getting to the market in time in order to sell to feed their families. And so, yeah, generally the situation is affecting residents here. But what we know right now, the workers tell us that they are working, but the Ghana Water Company says this facility has been shut down, Gifty.
Thank you very much, Ernest Menu. He'll be back with some more talk from the residents there. Ernest Menu is in Nungwa at the water desalination plant. As you heard him, the workers claim to be working, but the Ghana Water Company Limited said they've asked them to shut down. That is why water isn't running through your taps if you live in Nungwa, Community 18, 16, 17, Lashibi, Spintex, etc. I'll be later engaging the spokesperson or the communications director for the Ghana Water Company Limited, Stanley Mate, for an explanation on this.